20 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. 17, guidance release. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it has cleared the tower.
This is Mission Control Houston. We appear to have a good first stage at this point. Our dynamics officer says the trajectory looks good. We show 1/2 mile in altitude at this time.
Everything's always about the dream. Always about the dream. I was 20 years old. I'd already done 6 years in corporate America. And a guy stopped me in the locker room and asked me, do I know anyone who'd like to make an extra $50, $100 a month? He didn't talk about getting rich. He didn't talk about getting wealthy. He didn't even talk about freedom. So you don't have to oversell this thing. You know, the average person would love to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. So we talk about putting millions of people in Karatbars. Now we're talking about 20, 30, 40 million people in Karatbars. We're not talking about everybody become a multi-billionaire. You can, if you want to pay that price. I hear people all the time say, I want to be a billionaire. Well, okay. No problem. I want to be a multi-millionaire. Well, you can. Okay. But it's going to require you cutting off the television. It's going to require you missing some football games, some basketball games. It's going to require some sacrifice on the part that only you know if you're willing to make. So I like keeping it simple. That guy asked me, do I know anybody like to make an extra $50, $100 a month? I said, yes, me. I didn't know what he was talking about, and I got excited. I got a little bit excited. I got a twinge of hope. That was 6 years in corporate America. I mean, I'm 20 years old. Had my own home, 4 cars in the driveway, pool in the backyard. My wife was a flight attendant, so I could fly anywhere in the world pretty much for free or for peanuts. Okay, I had all the cars I wanted to drive, didn't buy insurance, didn't put gas in them. The company fed me 5, 6 nights a week. I'm living on a company expense report. I mean, I live a lifestyle people dream about. Wore my shirt and tie to work, my briefcase. I look good, status good, but as far as I was concerned, I was still broke. Not broke compared to my next door neighbor. Not broke compared to the guys in my neighborhood. Just broke compared to people who had some real money. That makes sense. Just broke, like one of my nephews one day asked me, Uncle Tyrone, people in the family say you're rich. I said, well, compared to you, I'm rich. You don't have any money. But compared to Oprah, Uncle Tyrone broke. Okay, it's a relative term. Money is relative. And money is not to do all to say all. Okay, because when you have some serious health issues going on that money can't solve, you realize how unimportant money is. But I tell you what, I got started. And I'll never forget that first meeting I was sitting there, Mr. Williams, Miss Abram. I'll never forget it. I'm sitting at first meeting on about 200 people in that room. Maybe 180, 200 people. And that guy was talking about homes and cars. He was talking about all these material things you could have. And I'm sitting saying, man, I got 4 cars in the driveway now. I got 2 Lincolns in the driveway, a Ford Mustang and a Grand Marquis. 2 company cars and 2 I own. I was just sitting there, didn't mean anything to me. But all of a sudden he started talking about something that meant something. He said, have you ever thought about being free? Now, as far as I was concerned, I thought I was free. I mean, he talking about the height of ignorance. I thought I was free. He said, ever thought, no, I mean really free. I said, I'm free right now. He said, I know that some of you sitting there thinking you're free. He said, if you think you're free, don't show up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and by Thursday, you'll be free. And when he said that, it hit me. I was not free. He said, freedom is when you throw away the alarm clock and you sleep to the crack of noon. Freedom is when you wake up in the morning and do what you want to do with your life. Freedom is when you go to that golf course on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and play golf when everybody else is at the office. Freedom is when you go fishing on Tuesday, Wednesday. Freedom is when you stroll in the movies with your kid on a Wednesday afternoon and there's nobody in the movie theater but you and your child because everybody else is at work. Freedom is when all the fathers at work and you're the only father at the Little League baseball game with your kid or your grandkids. Man, he started painting that picture for freedom, guys. And I never forget, I sit up in my chair. I said, wait a minute, what's this freedom thing you talking about? Okay. And it blew my mind. He asked a simple question. What's retirement age? Everybody started yelling out numbers. 65, 75. So see how we've been conditioned? Retirement doesn't have anything to do with age. Retirement has everything in the world to do with money. This couple speaking from the stage were 32 years old. He and his wife were both retired. 2 brand new Cadillacs in their driveway, own their brand new home. And they were both retired at 32 years old. I said, oh my God, I got to get this freedom thing. Okay. And I didn't know. I know how long it's going to take me to get free. Some of you right now today, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get free. You want to be free, I know you can taste it. I see Dante Taylor, he can taste it, man. He can taste it. I can hear it in his voice. He can take that people want, he can taste this freedom thing. They want it, but you're willing to pay the price to get it. When I saw it, I was willing to pay the price. Man, I was before then. I knew every television program that came. I was a walking TV guide. You could call me and say, "What time did this show come on, Tyrone?" I didn't have to put out the news, but I could tell you what time it came out. I was a walking TV guide. Okay, I spent the weekend watching football like everybody else. But when I saw freedom, when I saw that freedom thing, when I was sold that dream of freedom, man, I shut it all down. I said, I'm going to freedom. And at 32 years old, I was able to, my wife and she was able to walk away from a job she'd been on for 8 years as a flight attendant for U.S. Air. And she walked, yes, we gave up the flying privileges. Yes, we gave the benefits. Yes, we gave up the stock options, gave it all up. Okay, why? So I had a kid and he didn't even know his mama. He'd come home and she'd go to reach for him and he'd run because she's flying and she didn't know him and he didn't know her. Okay, it was breaking her heart. I said, quit. She walked away at 32 years old. My son don't even remember. He's 32 right now. He don't ever remember his mother having a job. It took me 8 more years. I didn't retire till I was 40 years old. I'm telling you, I'd do it all over again. It took me 20 to walk into a job you've had for 10 years, 18 years in corporate America and say, I'm out and never look back. That was July 14th. July 14th. That's tomorrow. That'll be 22 years. Freedom. What it's all about.
Hey everybody, this is Mike Dalco, the CEO, continuously empowering others. Man, guys, do I have some stuff to share with y'all real quick. Now, y'all know, I've been talking about Karatbars now for going on 7 years. And it's so funny. My friends, they compliment me. They say, Mike, I've never seen you stick with something this long in your life. And it's funny, but it's true. Like, this is the longest I've stuck with anything in my life. And there's a good reason for that. There's a good reason for it. It's because number one, it works. And I needed something to work. And number two, it helps people. And I like to help people. Number three, it builds a legacy for my children's children. And I didn't have a way to do that. Now, I've been to church all my life, and I've heard people make this statement from scripture, and I love this statement. It says a good man, and the Bible was written in that old English, so it's obviously translated to mean or woman. A good man or woman leaves an inheritance for their children's children. That means it is a godly thing to build massive wealth to pass on to your heirs so that their struggle is lesser than yours. Now, I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to see if I can navigate this technology for you. If you look here on the screen, let's see if I've got a refresh button. If I refresh this, and we're looking at, don't look at all the mumbo jumbo, but what we're looking at is the gold price for right this second. And it's bouncing around, and I think the market just closed or about to close. but we can see here that the gold price, it's been bouncing around 1770 all day. It's coming up a little slow. I think it's because I'm streaming, but it's been bouncing around 1770 all day. And I guess you can see it right here. It's 1768.80. And if we refresh it again, undoubtedly it would move again. So what's my point? Let's see. 1670, 1668. All right, so it's moving around. 1668, 1669, 50. It just moved again. All right, what's the point? It is important. 1775, Christopher Voorhees, you saw 1775 today. Okay, and depending on where you're looking, you're going to see different price points on gold. But the real point is Karatbars International is such a vital part of your financial portfolio, because not only do we acquire gold for ourselves and take advantage of the growth, financial growth of just holding a hard asset, we also get to refer our friends, our family, the people we care about, and they get to save their money in gold as well, but we get paid for it. Now, guys, look at this. I want to show you something. We woke up this morning to this shipment. FedEx is our shipping partner, and we were behind a bit on shipment. And I've been getting calls and text messages all day where people are saying, "I got my phone, I got my gold." And Karatbars is back. You know, they're relaxing some of the restrictions. Germany is a little bit more. I don't know the word, but they're a little bit more strict on their COVID-19 response. So they're letting people get back to work a lot slower than we are here in the United States. So we're short-staffed at corporate, but they're getting people back in the office, and people are starting to get their shipments back. And so Karatbars, being the classy company that it is, they shipped out some more gold, and we're able to get our gold. And I love how Karatbars packages. You hear that air, right? And they're an ounce of gold. Now, these little gold bars in the middle of the certificate of authenticity, that card is a protecting mechanism and certificate of authenticity. It protects the gold. And so in this box is 1 ounce of gold that I didn't have to pay for. So it really doesn't matter how much it costs if you don't have to pay for it. And so you say, well, why don't we have to pay for it? Well, because the system on how Karatbars works is we take cash, and I know those of you that have seen me do this before, don't spoil the surprise of those who haven't. We take our cash, and instead of keeping cash in your pocket, it's okay to keep some spending cash in your pocket, but instead of just keeping it in your pocket, the amount of cash you choose to save, instead of saving it in cash and leaving it in your savings account, take some of it. Let's take a little bit. Let's just take $100. So let's take $100 and convert it into $100 worth of gold. And just hold it. Just hold it. You don't have to do anything special with it. You don't have to have a lot of financial education. You just take some of your cash, put it in physical gold, and just hold it. Over time, gold goes up in value. And I wish I could make this chart pop up large. Okay, there it goes. Let's see. All right, now let me show you guys this. And here's why we acquire gold. Let's share the screen. All right, right here. Now, this is going back to 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, New York time right here. And gold was $17.50. If you had an ounce of gold at 2 o'clock this morning, by today, the $17.50 turned into $17.68. It pierced $17.70. It looked like it went to $17.75, like Christopher Voorhees said, but it's around $17.68 right now. Your money grew by $18 today. Like, today, during the time we've been awake this morning, gold grew by $18 an ounce. Now, can it go back down? Yes, it can. As you can see, it was 1750. It fell down to about 1748, and then it went back up, and it's riding up. Now, what's happening in the gold market is Bank of America is anticipating gold to reach $3,000 this year. Will it? I don't know. That's speculative. We don't know if it will or not. What do we know? What we do know is that gold is an appreciating asset, and it can go up at any time. The reason why I keep looking over here at my chart is it can go up while we're talking. It can go up while I'm on the line with you right now. And you want to live in that kind of environment where while you're looking at the chart, you can get richer. Mr. Karatbars was teaching me about this gentleman named Buell Ford. And Buell Ford is a great-great-grandson of the Ford Motor Company's founder, Ford. The name escapes me right now. Henry Ford. God, he's the grandson of Henry Ford. And Mr. Best and Mr. Ford were having a conversation over lunch one day because Mr. Best used to work for the Ford Motor Company. And he asked Mr. Ford how much money he had. I forget. He said, "How much are you worth?" I think that's the question he asked. "How much are you worth?" And Mr. Ford said, "Well, it depends." And Mr. Best says, "It depends on what?" Thank you, Lewis. He said, "It depends on what?" And he said, "Depends on, different market factors, where he has hard assets." So he says, where the assets are on any given day. And so he said, so I could be worth $40 million, give or take a million at any given moment. And Mr. Best thought that was hilarious. He was like, how are you not going to know how much you're worth? He said, man, and here's the gold nugget for today's live stream, and I'm going to shut up. He said, if you know how much money you got, you don't have enough. Oh, I said, whoa. So this ounce of gold in my hand that I paid nothing for, okay, I paid nothing for this because I received it through a system of referrals. We get paid in gold and cash. So this morning, my hand was worth $17.50. This evening, my hand is worth $17.68. If I wasn't looking at the screen, I wouldn't know how much this hand is worth right this moment. That's the power of gold. And here's the beauty. I talked about this yesterday on a live stream. I'm gonna preach this gospel until every person on the earth is blessed. Because all you got to do is get with one of these amazing people. Let me start putting some of these people on the screen. Greg McKay, he's in. Ronald Newton, he's in. Louis Straub is in. Donovan Yarbo, he's in. Carrie Fletcher, he's in. All right. Get with one of these amazing people. Ronald Massey, he's in. Janala Mamtu, she's in. April Johnson is in. Okay. Let's see, who else do I got on here? Oh, y'all want to type now, don't you? Okay. Look, you want to get with one of these people that I'm putting up on the screen. If they're sharing this on their page, get with them and let them show you. Christopher Chaube, Richard Shoto, Christopher Voorhees, Ellen Brown Rockmine. Get with these beautiful people, all right? They will put you on because I don't want your preconceived idea of what you think this is to stop you from one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Gold is your hedge against inflation. It protects you against dollar printing, money printing by our governments. And I was on a long discussion today with a brother about governments, and we're kind of on different sides of the political spectrum, but the important thing is government can't save you, period. So it really is a wasted conversation. I did a live stream this morning called Eternal Value. Those political conversations, they're interesting and riveting to have, but they don't have any real value because they can't save you. Look, when I say eternal value, is the activity you're currently performing leading to eternal value? Well, you say, well, Mike, Is what you're doing leading to eternal value? That metal in the center of that card, gold is eternal. No matter what you believe, religiously, spiritually, politically, socially, economically, gold is an indestructible, incorruptible metal. It was here before we got here. It'll be here when we're gone. This is eternal. So I spend the majority of my time doing this, talking to you guys about an eternal value, gold. So get back with one of these people that shared this on their page. Let them know you'd like more information on how to set up a free gold savings account. You start saving gold for yourself and sharing with others how to do the same, and you get paid for that activity. This is Mike Dalco. I'm just taking a quick peek one more time to see how rich we just got. This is Mike Dalco, the CEO, continuously empowering others. You're back with a person on this stream. Let's get you started. Y'all have a great and glorious day. Bye-bye, everybody.
Ready for Revolution, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad here, and welcome to our launch party. We're about to get it in, get it on. You still have a little time to bring your teams on. You still have a little time to bring your teams on. We want to welcome you and help you to understand the opportunity that's in front of you, because like Mr. Dalco and others have mentioned, yesterday was amazing, but Saturday was a delivery day here also. Saturday was a delivery day here also. We store gold, folks. We store it. It's leaving here to a storage unit. We store gold, folks. We don't play with this thing. It's not a play thing, and we want you to have the opportunity that we have, because once upon a time, like you, some of you on the stream, it was just me. It was just me. Some of you on the stream, all of us began the same way, by ourselves. Okay? But not absent a system that if we submitted to it willingly, then it would yield for us what it has yielded for those ahead of us. So we're going to go right into the stream. Again, I want to thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to share with you, because this is a real deal stuff. Gold is money. I want to thank Mr. Dalco. I want to thank Mr. Best for their intro into this opportunity. Understand what we have. We have a system. We have a system that respects mentorship. We have a system that respects duplication. It's about the mindset. It's a mindset that you have to have growing into this opportunity. And with the right mindset, your business will explode. These are three basic things that we do. There's some subsets there, but there's some three basic things that we do in this world of wealth building to either launch our business or launch our savings. Let me say that again. We launch a business or we launch a savings, because everything is optional in Karatbars. We just offer a free gold savings account. We offer you the free gold savings account, and then we offer you the choice to decide, your decision as to what it is that you intend to do with the opportunity. And once you decide it, you roll with it. So 3 simple steps we're going to discuss. First, we're going to show you how to register your free gold savings account if you have not done so. All right. Then we're going to show you how to upload your KYC, which is known as Know Your Customer documents. This is proof of ID and proof of residence. You're going to set up your Karatpay, and you're going to use cash code to purchase your multi-gold package if that's your choice, or you're going to use your cash gold to start saving gold. You'll set up an automatic savings plan. That's your choice to do, and you'll invite others also, again, at your choice. But we want to afford you the opportunity to understand how the business works. Now, it's going to require a certain mindset, because what we do here, we simply save in gold in our free gold savings account. We tell a lot of people, and we make a lot of money. Now, those of us that make a lot of money is because we made a choice, and we made a choice to commit to a system. All right. So we dream, and we try to finance our dream by exchanging that declining paper dollar, where it has still some value, for its value is worth in gold. Because then we tell a lot of people, why? Because your global economy is your network. If you increase your network, you will increase your net worth. Likewise, as they duplicate what you've done, you will absolutely increase your net worth through the network. Okay, so the more you strive, the more you grow, the stronger your dream gets, because you'll bring about new dreams, and your success meets right here. When preparation meets opportunity, that's where your success is. So you have 3 basic steps all the way through when it comes down to building wealth and building in this opportunity known as Karatbars International. But we have to get the right mindset for it, meaning we have to literally get out of our comfort zones. We have to remove ourselves from the comfort zones. Okay. You can't rely on the broken system of debt. You cannot rely on that what once was. If we could, none of us would be sitting on couches or be at home right now. All of us would be out without the shelter in place issuances. None of us would be worried, rolling around in masks and gloves and the rationing of foods. None of us would have that issue if we can continue to do what we've always done and enjoy a measure of success that's produced a way out of poverty, a way out of lack, and a way out of want. That has not happened. And this is something that we have never, ever seen in our lifetime, not on a mass scale like it is now. But in every crisis, there's produced an opportunity. In every crisis, traditions are destroyed and new norms are created. So what did we do in that old system? We sold our time for money. Constantly. We never worked to pay ourselves first. We were always giving it to somebody else. Then we were always spending what came in and not saving anything of true value. True value, because most of us did not know that gold was money. So the weight that breaks that launch, that rocket that allows you to propel out of poverty is too much weight. Poverty, my father says, is punishment for a crime you did not commit. You're born into a system that absolutely is designed to limit you for a 0.1% of people who decide they want the 90% of the wealth. Well, the jig is up. We're going to retrain our brain, folks. We're going to use those 4 influences that allows us to create a new reality. You can't create a new reality without having a new direction. You can't have a new direction without knowing the end. You have to know your end game. You have to know your destination. Your destination then produces the direction. Look, I did a stream yesterday called Start at the End, Then Begin. What does that actually mean? Well, if you're in labor 9 months, you know at the end of 9 months, you're producing a child. When do you start building and working and getting yourself together for that child? When the child is born, or once you have conceived. See, once you know, you have an end game, and then you have directions by the way you maneuver. You have rules by the way you go. If you've never had a child before, you might submit to prenatal classes, or you might find a doula, and you might find a way to bring that new life into the world. But see, you're going to work on it before the child crowns. You're not going to wait till the child gets here and say, what the hell am I going to do? It just doesn't work that way. It's the same way with a new world coming in. There's a new opportunity. The end game is your freedom. If the debt system has been broken, and it has, if the poverty system is malfunctioning, and it is, there's an opening for you. For those of you who can relate to the analogy of a child coming to the world, if you're a sports buff and you're a running back or a fullback in football, and you get a hold of that ball, when you see that line bust a hole open for you, you run through that hole to get to the goal post. It runs the same type of mentality. It's about having a mindset. So we engage all 4 influences: the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual. And these are what are known as neural pathways, folks. These neural pathways are designed to work in concert with each other, not against each other. They're designed to work in concert with each other, not one competing over the other. When we redirect this behavior, we redirect habits. When we redirect habits, then it keeps us on a course of direction. Remember these 4 words: dream, desire, determination, discipline. You'll enjoy it and reach your goals. Change the neural pathways in your brain and you will change your life. All right, family. Here's some mantras that help us to get to that mindset. And then we're going straight into the nuts and bolts of building your savings account or building your business or building your savings as your business. Now, success comes when preparation meets the opportunity. We have a few quotes here. Mr. Ty Best shared this one with us most recently. Success is the study of the obvious. That came from Jim Rohn. Success is the study of the obvious. What do you mean? Well, you want to be successful in whatever discipline, whatever genre you desire. If you know someone who has been successful in it already, then it should be obvious that that's the one you study. That's the one you watch. That's the one you follow. And that's the one you do as they have done in order to achieve the success you're looking for. At least the success that they've achieved. I grabbed this one from Babe Ruth, the former home run king, first home run king in Major League Baseball. He says, yesterday's home run cannot win today's game. You can't relish in the past, folks. You can't stay there. You can't walk around with old baggage thinking that things are just going to change because you're carrying around baggage that you remembered. You can't move in a world shrouded with doubt, consumed in doubt. I'm not saying doubt isn't good. Doubt is actually therapeutic. Doubt makes you challenge yourself to help you get beyond that comfort zone, right? But when you feed the doubt, you have a problem. You can't lift off. You can't launch. You can't move in the way that you're desirous of. Yesterday's home run cannot win today's game. You need to be in today's game. You had to have today's equipment. Success is voluntary and you deserve it. Everything in Karatbars, folks, is optional. Everything in Karatbars is voluntary. Can't anyone make you get a free gold savings account? Something free? I can't make you do it. I would love to, but it's not that kind of party. That quote I gained appreciation for from Dr. Sergio Rosell, Gold Director, Elite 3, Karatbars International, Team Eagle Soar. I believe it's Team Eagle Soar. But he is true wealth builder worldwide. Success is voluntary and you deserve it. When you're able to think outside the box and decide you want something that the world has just not provided you. It's not that the world is working against you. You have yet decided to work for yourself. Because when you work for yourself, I'm not talking about a job now. What I'm talking about is when you work towards your passion, your dream, or your goal, what's going to happen? The universe will reward you for what you're calling in. But you have to call on the universe. You have to call on your God. You have to call on your ancestry. And when you call on them, you don't say, dear God, I want. No, you say, I determine. You ask the universe for what you determine, because if you keep asking it to give you what you want, then wants is what you always get. You always find yourself wanting. But when you're determined, when you're focused, when you're resolute in what it is that you desire for yourself, then you've given the universe instructions to work towards it. Not just the universe, but in your own makeup. Your psychic needs direction. The subconscious doesn't operate on its own. The subconscious operates off of conscious activity from the conscious. So the subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. So you have to feed it. Thank you, Dr. Sergio Rosell. And here we have Mr. Tyrone Best. Any man can count the amount of seeds in an apple, but only God can count the amount of apples in a seed. I want you to drink that in, soak that in, get your pens, paper pads ready. All right, family. For those who have not done it yet, this is the first step. In the first step, those who have introduced the world of Karatbars to you have afforded you a link, or should have afforded you a link, that allows you to register for your free gold savings account. To complete this process, you click on that link and then you choose the box there, become an affiliate. Now you can choose customer, You just don't get paid for it. Now, if you have somebody who signs up with you as a customer, you still get commission for it as an affiliate. So these are one of the easy ways to get paid to save. That's the difference between becoming an affiliate and becoming a customer. A customer, you can get all the goods, the products, and services. However, it doesn't give you anything beyond the value of what you acquire. However, if you're operating as an affiliate and you save and you get others to save, whether they save as a customer or an affiliate, it adds to your ability to earn a handsome, rewarding commission. So what is it required to register for your free gold savings account? It's simple. You just need to choose a username. You choose a password for yourself. You confirm that password. You get an email address. You confirm that email address. You hit next, and it takes you over here to the next page, and you're going to fill in your personal information, which is your name, your birth date, your address, the country you live in, city, state, zip code, and your phone number, and that's it. And now you are opened and qualified to do business in more than 149 countries around the world, because Karatbars is in 149 countries around the world. Now, we're not talking about a big, gigantic passport where you can visit and say, hi, look, I visited this place, I visited that place. That's not what it means to be in those countries. What it means is you have working treaties, agreements, and contracts with those governments to exchange gold for money. You have one now because you opened your free gold savings account. So you fill out the requested information to complete the registration. When you have done that, now you have to validate your account. You will go to the email that you provided. And in that email, it's going to look something like this. Welcome to Karatbars. Your registration was successful and your user information has been saved. Please confirm. Please confirm your email address by clicking the following link. When you click on the link that's provided in your email address, that will automatically validate your account, and then your account is officially open. So now you will go to log into your account. You will log in at www.karatbars.com. When you get there, you'll see a page that looks similar to this, and you just click where it says login, and then it'll show you another step where it'll allow you to put in the username and the password you chose for yourself. And there's what you have there known as a captcha code. That captcha code is a random security code that pops up just to give extra validation that you are the person that has access to this account, and then you will log in. When you log in, you are now officially positioned to work from your office. That's right, folks. You have a virtual back office to operate in those 149 plus countries. That black menu bar there allows you to navigate throughout your account. And these, now it varies depending upon what type of system you're using. If you're using the operating system from your phone, it looks slightly different, and you have additional menu bars. If you're looking from a tablet, it works pretty much the same way on iPad. However, when you work from a laptop, desktop, apparatus, you will see more of a screen. Pardon me, I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Screen that looks somewhat like this. Okay, so now you're in your office. Now you're ready to go. So what do? This, family, and I'm sure that many of you are on this line that has not done so. This is the first thing you do. Once you have access to your account, go to the profile section on your menu bar. Under the profile section, you're going to find a menu item that says edit beneficiaries. Everything is real, folks. Everything in life is transitory, and you don't know when we get called home. You don't know when that's going to happen. It can happen in 100. It can happen in the next second or hour. We pray God has mercy on us, but in the same time, use the wisdom that He's given you. Karatbars International provides a beneficiary section, and it's unlimited the amount of beneficiaries you can add. That's the first thing you should do with your account. And when you have more to add, which is simply the beneficiary's full name and birth date, that's it. You can click on the little square there that allows you to add additional beneficiaries. When you're finished adding them, you just hit update beneficiary, and it's already there. then it's up to you now to communicate with your loved one, whether it's your spouse, whether it's the oldest child, whether it's a sibling, whoever it is, to let them know that you have done just that and who they need to contact in the event that something were to happen. So the first step you should always take when you get that account open and when you reach out to your affiliates, encourage them to go and fill out that beneficiary section, because you're talking about generational wealth. This is something that you couldn't even spend it all in one generation. That's the power of what you're about to walk into. Okay. Then the next step is know your customer, known as KYC. All right. KYC stands for know your customer. Now you notice this is your dashboard. You're going to see your dashboard, which you'll see first, more than likely, if you're new to the opportunity. When you sign in, it's going to show you product purchase, and it's going to show you items that you can secure for yourself. But we don't want you to do that yet. This is a culture of wealth builders. We are teaching you what we recommend, because our desire is to help you build wealth, amass wealth, acquire gold, and give yourself the option to keep it. You heard Mr. Dalco just a moment ago in that presentation. You heard Mr. Best just a moment ago in the presentation. And Mr. Dalco gave you a very analytical, excitingly analytical understanding of the power you have in just holding on to the gold that you've acquired. Gold almost hit $1,800 an ounce on Friday. Many of us have been stacking gold since we've come into the opportunity. Many of us had something as small as 1/10 of a gram of gold that we encourage everybody to save every day. $7 a day, US or so, $7 a little more maybe, per day, can be worth hundreds of dollars per 1/10 of a gram to you in the future. That's the power you see coming down the pipe. So KYC is know your customer. We're going to explain more to why we want you to do this first after we get past this approach. When you go to know your customer, you're going to have a full section there, but with the section I want you to pay attention to is the very bottom. That very bottom there is known as document upload. It's a drop window, family. So when you click on that drop window, which I don't have the access to do so right here, but when you click on that drop window, it's going to allow you to choose which document you're uploading first, whether it's the proof of identity or the proof of address. Now, in different countries, and many of you hear from other countries, but in the US, there's a certain set of requirements. That set of requirements are, for proof of identity, you need to have your ID. I'll pull out something. I'll pull out something for dramatic effect. You need to have your ID, okay? And the ID would okay, the ID, your picture ID needs to be here under your chin. Well, let me do it this way. Under your chin. Don't laugh at my BJ's card, y'all. Under your chin, okay, or to the side of your face. But it needs to be clear where you don't have any information covered. So all four corners of it should be in your purview and in your picture. You're taking a selfie, okay? And then we recommend that you do a second one of just the ID itself. You're just doing the front of it, but you're doing the second one so that in case it's not resolute or the resolution is sort of off, they'll have another one to back them up. But here's the key. It must have all four corners of the identity in the photo. So it's a selfie of you holding it to your face or under your chin, right? And then an additional one of just the ID itself, okay? Then when you go to your drop window, all right, you've now found it, you took the picture. Now you browse, you browse here to choose the file. Now, if you've done it from your phone, you do it all in one time. You can literally browse here, or if you have a camera on your computer, you just hit browse and it'll give you allow you to select the camera or select the picture that you've saved on your computer to upload. Or if you have a picture you can take in real time, at that moment, it'll pop up right here with a series of characters. You'll then choose upload chosen file, and it uploads to Karatbars. Then once it uploads successfully, which you'll see somewhere in this area right here, they will tell you Then you go back to the drop window and you would choose proof of address. Now, understand it gets tricky from country to country. Okay, I'll tell you what works here in the United States, in North America, which includes Canada, actually. All right, so you can use a bank statement. It has to be in your name and the address that you use to register your account with Karatbars. Anything that you use for proof of identity, proof of address, can be as old as 6 months, up to 6 months old. Okay, so you could use a bank statement, but it can't be any online statement. It has to be something that is printed out one full page of the first page of the statement. Okay, and it has to have all 4 corners of the document in the picture. So I would recommend that you lay it down on a flat surface where it's dark enough in the background. I'm talking about the back of whatever surface you laid it on, so it stands out and all 4 corners are exposed. They have to see the information from the bank that with the return address, with your name, with the mailing address on it. It has to show date, and those are the things that they're looking for, but they need the full page. Can't anything be altered? You can't fold it over. Now you can deduct some numbers out of it, meaning you can run a black line through the numbers if you don't want numbers to be exposed. I'm talking about if it's an account, your monetary numbers. They don't care about that. All right, you can, but with bank statements now, because of the pandemic and the closures back and forth, they're requiring that if you use a bank statement, that you get it stamped by the bank. The bank has a stamp that they'll put on the statement, and they'll sign off on it, and they'll give it back to you to go ahead and upload to Karatbars. Now you also have the power of utility bills. This is your phone bill, your trash or sewage bill, your water bill, your gas, phone, or light bills. As long as it has your name and address, you can use it. All right, and the same requirements. You don't have to have it stamped, but you definitely have to have all 4 corners of that first page, that full first page. You have to have it available. Be ready when we get to another section. I'm going to give you the phone number to support, because what happens is our support at Karatbars is 24 hours. So if Miss Janetta Muhammad, walaikum salam, says Janetta, if this Janetta now provides for me her documents, she doesn't necessarily have to wait. Once it's uploaded, they both have to be uploaded, the proof of identity and the proof of address, before Karatbars to even look at it, to begin it moving through the approval queue. Okay, once both documents are submitted, we can call Karatbars straight away, and I can say, yes, I have an affiliate, Miss Janetta Muhammad. She makes $1 million a year. She wants to make $3 million with Karatbars. She's an affiliate. Okay, so now we're just calling to verify, make sure that you receive the documents, and we like to get them approved. They'll look over them, they'll approve them, and everything is in order, and she's approved right away, and then she can go on to the next phase. So we're going to provide the support number before we close out, so you'll know exactly how to reach out to them and let them know, because they also have an option where you hit option number 2 on the call. It allows you the ability to speak to an English representative, unless you just want to test your German or your Arabic or your Spanish. It's entirely up to you. Yeah, I see you, Mr. Devon Bird. It sure did, but aren't you a happy camper now? Okay. All right. So that's what you do, and you'll follow the same process there, folks. You would just simply, you chose here from the drop window the proof of address, and then you would browse to select your file. Once your file is selected, then you hit upload. Then successfully done is the message you'll get from Karatbars, and then you can make your call, because you have all the documents uploaded. You can immediately make your call over to corporate and let them know that you've done it. Once that is done, you can move on to the next phase. And that next phase for you, when they approve it, they're going to approve it. And then the next phase is Karatpay. Now, Karatpay is your online portal inside of your account that allows you the ability to take the trash, that man, normally I would show it off in a regular presentation. I can't even find any. I guess I gave it all up. But you exchange the trash or the cash for gold. Okay, for gold. I'm gonna ask you all to stand by, please. Stand by. I'm back, family. When leadership calls, you sort of beckon because they might have some good news for us. And in the world of Karatbars, there's a lot of good news going on right now. So, with that being said, you're going to see a name pop up in here because that's how serious it is for everybody to get their business done. All right. So, we're going to keep it moving. Someone, please, if you would. Oh, I have it. Never mind. Disregard. I have it. I have it. All right. So the next step in it is your Karatpay. Karatpay is that process by which you're allowed to exchange your cash for. I don't have any here. Oh, but okay, your cash for all of this. All that. Okay. That's what it allows you to do. So you want to go through your Karatpay. Now your Karatpay, what happens is when you hit on that, the first thing that's going to come up is going to give you a drop window. If you've never accessed it, it's going to say register Karatpay. It's going to say register Karatpay. And when you register Karatpay, simply put, what's going to happen is going to give you this window. And this window is going to allow you or ask you to verify your information. That's what you're doing. You'll be verifying your information that you registered with Karatbars. And if everything is correct, then you're going to check the box showing that you're confirming the data transfer, meaning the information that's there, and it's moving into Karatpay. And you're confirming the terms and conditions. And then you will hit the little red box there, white box there known as register, and it will register your Karatpay. When that is done, and all this takes just a couple of minutes, folks, it takes me longer to explain it than it does for you to do it. Okay. When it's done, you're going to receive an email from Karatpay to complete your Karatpay registration. That Karatpay information registration is going to ask you to provide the last 5 digits of your wallet. That's an electronic wallet known as an e-wallet that's already in the system. That's part of your Karatpay. The information will be right there on your screen in your email, and then you just use that information, put it in, and then for security purposes, you're going to choose 2 security questions to answer. You're going to have 2 security questions and 2 answers you're going to provide, and that's a backup to the system in the event that any of it ever fails you, and then you'll have to go ahead, and then you need to go ahead and go to a phone system or some kind of other way of communicating with Karatbars. Once that is done, which it only takes minutes, it's done, and there's another process known as a transfer PIN. It's like a 4-digit PIN number that you would use like an ATM. Just think of it as a virtual ATM almost, okay? So when you get your PIN number done, you're straight, you're set, and now you can go ahead and move to either do one or 2 things. You can load up in cash gold for savings, or you can load up in cash gold to acquire your multi-package in gold. I'm telling you, family, this is the best opportunity on the planet. We're going to talk a little more about how to save in gold and all that, but let's look at the package for a minute. So when you get to your package, now you go into step 1. Now, remember, you started at KYC, know your customer. Now you've completed that, right? And you were approved. Then you moved on to Karatpay and registered your Karatpay system so you can move that declining dollar into greater money. Okay, So now you register your carrier pay, and now that's done, and you got your PIN number. Now you're ready to get your package. Now, for some of you who may not understand the power of what happened, okay, anybody willing to share on this stream, please do so. But when you exchanged your paper dollars into cash gold, how many of you noticed an increase in the value of your money in gold? Just type yes. Just type yes. How many of you have done the process of exchanging cash gold to put on your account? You trade it off, or you exchange the dollars for the actual gold, and immediately saw value added to your money. Yeah, it works just like that. It absolutely works just like that. Yeah, because the gold does what your dollar cannot. So this is part of busting up the mindset now. This is serious. You know, we come from a system where we made the dollar our God. Oh, yes, you did. Don't tell me you didn't, because on the back of it, it says it right on your dollar. It says, "In God we trust." And you fight for it, you connive for it, you jive for it, you wait for others to die to get it. On the back of that dollar, it says, "In God we trust." And then they give you the name of their God on the front, called the Federal Reserve Note. Yes, they do. And what is a note? A note is a debt. And you're fighting day in and day out to get all these notes to repay a debt that you can never pay, because it's a debt system. And you can never grow value or store value because the paper doesn't have the ability to store value. But your gold does. Your gold stores a ton of value. It's, look. Let's use one of these. If you have 1/10 of a gram of cash gold, and gold jumps to $2,000 per gram, and you got this for $4 US, do you know that your $4 investment into yourself is now worth $200? How many of these would you be willing to have when you know that that gold in the center of it, that gold right there, that precious yellow metal stores your value, stores your labor. It stores your value. It stores your labor. That metal right there. Wealth builders, it stores your value. It stores your labor. And what work do? We just tell people, if you want to call it work. We just tell people. Okay, so you use the cash gold to get your package. All right. And when you use your cash gold to get your package, now we have multi-gold packages. Our multi-gold packages are a whole different animal, folks. Okay, and we'll get to that. And then afterwards, I'm sorry, I hit too many buttons here. Hold on a second. I got a little excited, a little beside myself. Okay, it might be a little out of order, but your package, once you secure your package, that allows you to accelerate your earnings. See, when you're saving in gold and solely saving in gold, what happens is that you earn commissions on a monthly basis. When you have a package, now you've accelerated the opportunity, because now you can earn 5 times a month, meaning every week a commission earned will fall into your account. And once a month, a commission earned will fall into your account the first business day of the month for your savings. 5 times a month. Now, is it a fixed income? No. It's not a paycheck. Thank God. It's not a paycheck. In Family, this is a business. This is a business that rewards you for referring others to the opportunity. It rewards you. Well, how much can I make? Well, how many people can you talk to? Because everybody right now is looking for a better way. There's not a soul out here that wouldn't be interested in finding out that better way. Well, how do you secure that better way for them? Well, you have the power, what's known as referral links in your back office. Now, the referral link I have on this screen is outdated, but I want you to understand what happens. When you go to the tab there, referral link, you go to the tab in your menu, and it's going to give you a page of links. The top one will always be the referral link that will allow people to sign up and register their free gold savings account under you. You're their referral. That first link does not give them videos. It does not give them access to other promotional materials. All it does is show them the screen that you saw on this particular page when we opened up, whether you want to sign on as an affiliate or become an affiliate or become a customer. That's the only screen it shows you, and then it advances you through the steps to register your account. Now, you have a personal shop link here. This is for the customer who just wants to shop. You know, they don't want to be an affiliate. They want to be a customer. You know, they have their own link, and they have a page in their back office. Their back office looks totally different from what the affiliate back office looks like. And then you have the personal landing pages, okay? And you'll see those landing pages because those landing pages invite the opportunity. And you'll see that under your referral links because you have new, improved updates from Dr. Seitz and Karatbars International. Now, how do we launch our business? How do we do it? How do we make the money? How do we do it? How is it that we're receiving packages of gold and gold products and phones? And where's my other phone? I wanted to show the Jeff Shipley edition. I don't know where is that. Maybe it's in the back charging. But we get phones and everything else. They come earned. We didn't have to pay for it. There's no paying for anything in Karatbars. You have a one-time expenditure, or lack of a better word, cost, when you acquire a business package, and what comes in it already rewards you with your purchase amount. It comes discounted for the other affiliate. It comes discounted for you, the new affiliate. All right. Anyway, follow the MAP, Massive Action Plan, MAP. MAP is an acronym, stands for Massive Action Plan. You can find it on our wealthbuildersworldwide.info site. That's wealthbuildersworldwide.info, as well as, well, that's the top one in the homepage itself. You can also go to www.wealthbuildersworldwide.net, as well as mywbw.info. I'm sorry, mywbw, yes, .net. Okay, and that also provides you the opportunity to go to our homepage. This page, this site is the encyclopedia to everything Wealth Builders. It gives you the philosophy, it gives you the trainings, and it gives you the access. Okay, and our power, folks, resonates through our access. So you will get that site, and on that site you can order a capture page. Many of you that were attracted to this opportunity, some of you who joined this opportunity under me, which I thank you. I love the opportunity to be your business partner, as well as the 100,000 of wealth builders here on this platform. So when you came to my page, you had what was known as a capture page. So that capture page showed you all the general information, overview, 8-minute overview, or showed you a 2-minute clip from Dr. Seitz and other leaders. And under the second video, there was a registration tab that allows you to sign up for your free gold savings account. Well, that's your capture page. Your capture page is important because it allows you to do everything from one place. Okay. It simplifies your entire sponsorship process, and it keeps you in full compliance with anything that's coming new, updated from the Wealth Builder community. You'll find it updated on that page, on these pages. Okay. And it allows you to duplicate the presentation. See, because as many exposures a person has, the more exposure they have to the opportunity, the closer and closer and closer they're drawn to go ahead and pulling the trigger, we call it, or signing up for the opportunity. It generally requires 5 exposures from any human being to get past you had me at gold. All right. So that's the capture page there. And you want to explore the entire site. You want to explore the site because it gives you everything you need. It gives you all your contact information. It gives you all the support information. It gives you the schedule of our calls, our events, our webinars. All right. You want to go through all of these pages. And then you want to position yourself to learn how to handle the steps. You want to get to the map. Massive action plan. Now, remember what we said earlier when we showed you all the opportunity of, we quoted from Jim Rohn by way of Mr. Best, when we talked about the definition of success. Success being the study of the obvious. Simply put, if you want to be wealthy, you do what the wealthy do. You duplicate. You don't innovate, you duplicate. You don't come with everything that came from a broken system and try to reinvent the wheel of the successful. No, you come and follow the simple steps that will earn you a legacy of wealth and generational fortune. Remember, most of us are coming from the job mentality. So when you have a job, you have a wage. When you have a wage, you earn a living. But when you have profit, you earn the fortune. So you need to think in the way of the fortune earners. You need to think in the way of the wealth builders. We don't spend, then save here. We save, invest, and circulate within our own community. So we bring you to the map. Okay. Now you're ready to build that Karatbars business. Now this same process applies even if you're just saving, folks, because you can make a ton of money from our unilevel savings. The unilevel savings is just the free gold savings account. I don't mean to minimize it because my household is budgeted on my unilevel or my gold savings account. All right. So what it is, you can save, encourage others to save, and you gain commission and upgrades to your commission status based upon others duplicating what you do. So if you save in gold once a month, they'll save gold once a month, and you're going to earn residual against the gold they save. Man. All right. Let me not go there. Let's stay right here. Focus, Eric. Calm down, as Mr. Best would say. All right. Now, we're looking at following the map. The map is your massive action plan. Okay. This is how you start your business. It starts with the invite. That's how it started with you. When you think about it, that's how it started with you. Someone said, hey, do you look for ways to make more money? If I can show you how to earn 5 times a month as opposed to once a month, would you be interested? If I can show you how to make money by just saving your own money in gold and keeping it to save, would you do it? You know, or whatever the approach was, there was an invitation made, right? That invitation was made, and as a result, it got you here. It got you here. So we make the invitation, and what's the first step in it? Well, the first step in it is to make your list. To make your list. When you make a list of everyone you know with at least 100 names, you don't have a list if you don't have at least 100 names, folks. Why do we talk about those 100 names? Because there's a formula involved. I say it often, and for those who are here for the first time, and many of you who taught me on this line, here's the formula. For every 100 people, you might want to write this down. For every 100 people, 20 will listen to you. So you invite 100 people to the opportunity, you might get 80 ignored, or you might get 80 no's. But 20 will say, yes, I'd like to see a presentation. And you get that presentation to them. All right. So 100 people, for every 100 people, I don't know why the formula is the way it is, but I got proof that it works. It was just me when I started. 2,000 plus later, I'm telling you right now, this system works. For every 100 people, 20 will listen to you. 5 will sign up with you, and 2 will run. Will be rock stars. You saw the other quote from Mr. Best. It said, quote, any man can count the amount of seeds in an apple, but only God can count the amount of apples in a seed. You don't know how many people those 2 people that will run for you will produce in your organization. You don't know, because you don't know the size of their dream. You don't know the drive that's in them. You don't know their desires. You don't know their dedication or their discipline to their dream. We don't know who it's going to come from. Mr. Best, in that beautiful presentation last night, he gave us a presentation that talked about the 3 strands that intertwine with each other. How nothing is by accident. Everything has a serendipitous approach. I finally said the word right. Woo, I should get a grammar gold for that. Okay. He talked about how he was invited to the opportunity by a man he didn't even know. They were just conversing on and off over gospel music. And it took that man a year to extend the invite to him. He accepted. Then there was another man who he had not seen in 26 years. Or 20, yeah, I think it was 26 years. Mr. Nate Hines called him and asked him, hey, Mr. Best, I understand you're in Karatbars. Yeah. Well, will you sponsor me? He said, sure. He sponsors Nate Hines. Nate Hines goes out and signs and sponsors one man, Michael L. Dalco. And Mr. Hines put Mr. Best in touch with Mr. Dalco, and a few days later, the legends were born. You don't know how many people are going to run. And if you just stay in the system of inviting people, Mr. Dalco can brag roughly, or boast rather, cost a little more than 90,000 people in affiliates. Mr. Best can boast more than 120,000 people as affiliates under this wonderful organization of Wealth Builders Worldwide. I just started. I have 2,000. Brother Kevin 2X Thompson, Brother Jamil Muhammad, they have thousands of people in their organization. I'm a part of their organization. Listen, it starts with the invite. You figure out the best way to say what you want to say, but you utilize this format that allows you not so much scripted, but gives you an idea to communicate in your way, but you don't get stuck. You don't sit around and stall, and yeah, it's good to practice, but you practice on the people you want to reach. Make your list. The distance between where you are and where you want to be, folks, is your list. Okay? After you've made your list, you know, you make the initial contact with your prospects. Your prospects are the people you're trying to bring to the business. Remember, you mind your business and you mind your business. Mind, M-I-N-D, you keep pace, you keep track, you follow the trends, you follow the personal development, you develop yourself personally rather, and you keep yourself around the minds that will keep you focused in the opportunity, and you mind, M-I-N-E, your business, because you're digging through the holes of found in the economy, the holes that are found in society, the holes that are found in the dispositions that people are living right now, and you're asking them, are they looking for ways to make more money? All right, so now you've done that. You made your approach. You got your warm markets. You made your invites, and now they say those that you invited, you put a check mark or date against your pipeline tracker. I have several types that I use. They're personal to me. I just printed out another one today, and this one is from the magnificent sessions that Brother Al Murray does every Thursday, the 5 and 5 session. So you'll see here, I have the Gladiator Pipeline Tracker. Okay, that tracker can be found on mywbw.net or wealthbuildersworldwide.net or wealthbuildersworldwide.info. The pipeline tracker can be found right there. And I'm telling you, you have all the tools you need when you depend on your system. Okay, depend on your system. It gives you all the tools that you need, and these tools allows you to put name, telephone, date. It allows you to set up your prospects who may be these are potential affiliates, and you follow and you track them. You know, you have 15 new business exposures list. You have a 5 new personal affiliates obtained list where you sign off on it for yourself. You keep track. You monitor your approach, your disciplines. Okay, so you write it all down. You make your notes. All right. Then you send them the presentation. The presentation is found at therealmoney.info. If you do not have your capture page yet, you can use therealmoney.info. I appreciate anyone typing it into the comments page there, please. Therealmoney.info. www.therealmoney.info. Or you can use inside of your referral links, you can use landing page 2. Landing page, that's the number 2. That will give them a corporate video of Karatbars, something from Dr. Seitz, and it supplies a register free tab where they'll also be tied to your referrals. We recommend that you work within all the tools that you have, but keep the philosophy of wealth building in mind, and keep it. Thank you, Sister Shaniqua, and keep in mind. Thank you, Sister Pam Dixon, and keep in mind the. Thank you, Dark Gable. Oh, excuse me. I mean Glenn Perkins. Thank you, brother. Keep in mind the philosophy that comes with building our business. So you send out that presentation along with your referral link. Okay. Let them know that there are multiple videos on that page. Let them know they can watch all of them to gain a greater understanding. But you want them to watch that first video. And after the second video, they'll find your registration tab or link. Or if you don't have a page yet, they're going to find attached to the link that therealmoney.info, you're going to attach your referral link to get them started. Now, when you provide this information, it's very important. They can watch the overview or all the videos to gain a full understanding of the program. Let them know that you will call them back as soon as possible to follow up. Why do we follow up? Because that's where the fortune is, folks. The fortune is in the follow-up. Remember, this is not a job. This is not where you're depending on a fixed income from debt. You're not depending on debt notes. You're depending on gold, and you're depending on the power of gold, and you're depending on people understanding what you're bringing them in the opportunity, and you will grow your wealth in gold. So when you earn a wage, you earn a living, but when you earn profit, you earn a fortune. So your follow-up, your fortune is in your follow-up. You follow up as soon as possible with them, because this creates a sense of urgency and prepares them for the presentation video. If they say they won't be available or they're not available right away, set an appointment that works for both of you. But for God's sakes, keep your appointments. Never allow your word to fail you, because at the end of the day, that's all you have. Keep your word. Okay? So you did the invite. You got the presentation off. Now you're doing a follow-up conversation. Now check out how this goes. Follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-up, as we mentioned. Call them back and ask them, did you see the video? They say yes. Mr. Dalco's words, did you see an opportunity in it for yourself? Or did you see an opportunity for yourself, rather, to be more concise? I normally say, did you see the video? Yes, great. What did you like most? You don't provide any open-ended questions, except that which is going to draw the answers out of them. You're going to write down or make note of the answers they give you. And then you say, great, let's get started. And then you begin the process. I do like Sherry Brown as well. When I'm on the line with someone and I'm talking about the opportunity, I already have my laptop open. I already have the affiliate link up, and I'm ready to go. I'll put them in right then. Great. What kind of username would you like for yourself? I will give it to them right then, and I will go through the whole process with them and get them registered. And they can expect certain things out of me that you'll learn about in a moment. Okay, so now, when they say, yes, great, let's get you started. Help them through the registration. Get them the free enrollment link. Do it with them right there if you can. All right? Sign them up immediately because you don't have a lot of time to keep that fire. You know, as long as they're with you and inside the opportunity, they know what they feel. So that's the heat from the coals is burning. You sign them up. If you let them go off, what happens when you let a hot coal leave the other coals? The opportunity goes just as cold as that charcoal. All right? If they have some legitimate questions, edify and introduce them to your upline sponsor to answer their questions on a three-way call. Remember, family, it is not your job to answer the questions for them, especially when you're new to the business. You edify, meaning you big up, you know, you celebrate the professionalism and the expertise of your upline sponsor, and you put them together and you get quiet and take notes as he or she, your sponsor, helps to bring them home in the opportunity for you. Mute your phone and take notes as they talk to your prospect. Okay. What are some of the things that we share? Well, we utilize goals conversations. Goal conversations. All right. Example. Did you join to just save goal, or did you want to make money also? Did you want to do that in the free position, or did you want a package? Which package can you get right now? Not which package were you looking at, or what were you thinking about? No. Which package can you get right now? And you walk them immediately through securing that package. You do your KYCs with them. They say, look, no, I just want to save gold. Excellent. There's no just to this. You could be a millionaire and saving gold. You're saving gold anyway. Either way you do it. Let's get you started with your know your customer process, your KYCs. This is how we do it. And these are the conversations we have. And we turn them back over to you, the affiliate, when we know that they're completed, secure, or you're comfortable for taking it the next step of the way. We also ask other questions. I'll ask you personally, well, how much gold would you like to save monthly? I set you up on auto exchange directly after that, because it's not an I, it's the system. We set you up on auto exchange directly after that. Those are some of the things that we entertain when we open this opportunity up. And we not only do it, but everybody does it. That's why you take notes, folks, because we keep it simple. Remember this that I learned from my mentor, Mr. Best. He said, simplicity creates duplication. Duplication creates wealth. So it's all about the power of the duplication. Once your prospect has been registered, Karatbars will send them an email to verify their account before it is active. You now have to know that you have a new affiliate in your downline by checking your email, and you now have to duplicate the same. You have to produce a welcome letter for your affiliate or your customer. You give them a call, or you welcome them or welcome them on social media. I shout out everything every wealth builder does, whether they're in my downline or not. But if I know about it, oh yeah, I'm telling. I can't hold water. I'll be so happy over us. Okay, plug them into the team. See, it does something for the spirit when you know you're in business for yourself and not by yourself. So when I share, what's up, G man? When I said G, right, to the world of wealth builders, all of you chime in. Everybody jumps on. Oh man, G, congratulations, welcome. Oh, this is great. We're looking forward to being on the other side of money with you, brother. And you'll find that you have people that you know in the opportunity. You'll find that people will be responding to the fact that you have joined the opportunity. And then when you reach out to them, they're going to say, oh man, G, yeah, man, I saw you on somebody else's page and I saw you doing this thing. Yeah, I was wondering about it. How does it work? There you go. Duplication will do it. Plug them into the team, share information about our power calls, introduce them to several upline team members and exchange numbers. Teach them about being on the fast track training every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It will explode your business. Okay? I'm telling you what I know. I only know it because I've learned it from the best. Oh, let me go back. Speaking to the best of the best, there was a play of words going on. This is a sidebar. Play of words going on in the household with the family a couple of days ago, where people will see Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco on stream, and one of my children will say, he got the best of Dalco. Or they'll say, that's Dalco's best. You know, having a ball with it. Everybody celebrates everyone's success. Okay, so there's a quote there from Mr. Best on that last screen I showed you. It says, tell everyone, love everyone, but wait on no one. Tell everyone, love everyone, but wait on no one. Someone type in the comments there that this quote. Say less to more people faster. Say less to more people faster. Someone type that in for us, please. Thank you. All right. You really want to make things happen? You really want your business to explode? Pick up the phone, folks. When I talk to you about that formula, 100 people, 20 will listen, 5 will respond, 2 will be rock stars. I spoke when I first came into the business now. My wife was in the business first. She signed me up. Jamil could bear witness. Minister Jamil Muhammad is here. He can bear witness. Kevin 2X Thompson, he can bear witness to it. Sister John Muhammad, she can bear witness. They were all in cahoots together to give me that intervention. They tricked me into this opportunity. I love them for it. Okay. So when I finally got busy, I got busy because I saw my wife was making money and she wasn't working the business. I was the one giving out the referrals at the time. I was the one giving out the referrals because she had a package. She had a silver package. You know, I want to say in what do you call that? Not arrogance. I was trying to I guess I was calling myself protecting dignity. So I would say, yeah, we put our money together and got her first package. Her first package was a silver package. That's not what happened. I ain't had no money because I had a job. My wife moved. I forgot how much the silver package was at the time, but she moved enough money from her, what do you call those things? 401s, and acquired a silver package. I said, you get the package, sweetheart, and just, they say it's a referral link. Just give me the referral link. I'll give it out to everybody. And I did. Now, that was before I was really working the business, but I was excited. I was telling everybody about it. What do you know about it? Well, I really don't know a lot about it, but here's the link. You just need to go ahead and sign up. The Speed of Trust earned her 10 VIP packages that first week. 10. We didn't find out that she even made money until, like, I don't know, maybe the second week or so. I was at, well, close to the third week. I was like, well, how's it going? She said I hadn't had time to look because, you know, we were so busy. And we looked in that account and we saw all those euros in that account. When we figured out that was money and it was ours, she said it was hers. I begged to differ. And I saw all those packages that were signed by people that I referred. I said, yeah, this is truly a family business, but you know what? I better get me a package too. So I got a bronze package and I had 2 weeks left to qualify for the 5 and 5 promotion. And my wife and I qualified for the 5 and 5 promotion. We were both known as Mr. and Mrs. 5 and 5. Yep. You got to pick up the phone, folks. I called 100 people every day for the first 7 days in the opportunity. And I used 2 days to do follow-up with the ones that said yes. And I didn't even know about the 3-way calls in. I didn't know anything about it. It would have been so much easier if I did. I would have been so much further if I had. But I operate under fresh fire forever. So I'm new to the business every day. So are you when you dedicate yourself to the opportunity. So pick up the phone and talk to people. This is a tool of yours. Now, that 3-way call, that's the edifying process. What is the power in the 3-way call? Well, you've already established a level of trust with your prospect through the relationship you have endeared with them. But when you turn them on to the expert that's beyond you, because up to that moment, they see you as the expert. So when you say, look, I got someone who can really do this thing. I mean, he walks on water. He's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh man, when they made her, they broke the mold. So I'm going to turn that prospect over to Sister Pamela Dixon. And I'm going to help them understand that not only has she provided a way for herself and her family, but the future of her congregation are all wealth builders. And what does that do? The respect through the edification is so strong. Now that upgrades the appreciation of your prospect for you because you were willing to give them one who knew more, who can help address their questions right away, who can help get them started right away, who can get them in lockstep with you right away and build a future for all of you. That's the power found in the three-way call, y'all. You don't ever want to sleep on that. You have to be the consummate professional. And that may not come right away, but it does come with remaining plugged in. It does come with remaining consistent and being consistent. Okay? Work with your sponsor. Now, some of us are orphans in this meaning. Some of us don't have direct sponsors. Some of us have been sponsored by people who gave us the opportunity to sign up to, and they quit or left the business or they're persona non grata or whatever it is. You don't know where they are. Well, that makes the parent group of wealth builders your collective sponsor. There's nobody that you can't reach out to find somebody that will help you in your need in getting further in this opportunity. So you work with your sponsor or you adopt a sponsor. There are many of you who didn't have one, didn't know their sponsors, and we worked together. CeCe Mahone didn't sponsor me. I worked with her. I call CeCe Mahone like, I call her like I'm running water out of a faucet. You know, we work with our sponsors. Okay, we move quickly, not slowly. We move quickly. You only have a few minutes in the opportunity. I say minutes, but you only have a little while between the exposure of the opportunity and the person's excitement because they're excited, but they don't know. So you want to take advantage of it. In this world now, with all this sheltering in place, there's no reason why we should not be able to finish a thing or finish an idea with someone inside of the same day. Because where are we going? We got time. And we have the sense of urgency on our side because people have to make ends meet now. People need cash flow right now. We can show them an opportunity. Yes, ma'am, Sister April. For every 100 people, 20 will listen to you, 5 will sign up with you, and 2 will run for you. 2, as Mr. Dalco told me, will be rock stars. Now, I don't know who those 2 are any more than I know who the 5 or the 20 is. We don't know. But you increase your odds. See, I wanted 2 runners every day. I didn't want 2 runners, every 30 days, every 90 days. You get frustrated with a business like that. Because then that'll keep you employed. I want freedom. I'll tell everybody I can. So that's right, Sister Debbie, too. Work with your sponsor. Move quickly, not slowly. Learn to maximize technology. Take advantage of all the platforms that are available to you that are free. Specialize in one of them and be consistent with that one. Okay, when I came to Wealth Builders, I was on all the social media platforms. My daughter set up my Facebook in 2009, 2010. I didn't know anything about it. By the time I looked at it, though, I had 5,000 people on one page. I had 12,000 on another, 2,000 here. There. Okay, I didn't know any of them. Well, that's not true. I knew a lot of them. But I didn't have anything to do with opportunity. I didn't know anything about Karatbars. I wasn't doing anything with the pages, but doing what other people doing, socializing. I would network some things from events that I was involved with. But for the most part, I wasn't paying much attention. When I had something to say, I paid more attention to maximize the opportunity in technology. So that's why you always find me on a stream. That's why you always find me on a Zoom. That's why you always find me on the phones. Those of you who reach out to me from the other continents, we talk on WhatsApp. We do these things. Why? Because this is duplicatable work. CeCe Mahone turned me on to the create the room, virtual rooms now in Facebook. None of this is costing us anything, folks, but we can do virtual 3-way conversation, three-way calls right through that room where we can all look at each other and talk it up, chop it up, and get this opportunity moving forward. Note to teams, those who I've personally sponsored, some of you on this stream, go after those 4 or 5 people, those 2 or 3 people who are that one person. Go after them and plug them into me so I can help you, help them, help themselves. I will do a presentation for them anytime. I will do a one-on-one. I will do a one-on-4. I'll do a one-on-50. I'll talk to anybody anytime about this opportunity because it's good for me, so I know it's good for them. So learn to maximize technology. Gold is hot. Culture is better. I always love that. Because if you're striving for an income and you're only thinking income, if you're only thinking money, if you're only thinking quick buck, if you're only thinking out of your desperation, you're not going to go far in this business. You may accomplish some of the things you want to accomplish right away, but you won't go far in the business. There's a culture attached to this. There's an understanding attached to this. There's a family attached to this. And that's why Wealth Builders Worldwide is the most successful out of all the organized entities inside of the affiliate groups of Karatbars, because we are dedicated to a culture because we care. People don't necessarily want to know how much you know. People want to know that you care. We care. We've been successful in putting over the folks to help them to understand that we don't want your money. We want you to want your money. Okay? Gold is hot. Culture is better. Plug in, folks. Can't overemphasize that enough. We have to plug in. We have to plug into the opportunities. We have to be aware of our power calls. We have to be aware of our trainings, but not just be aware of them. Jump on them. Get on every launch party. Get on every power call. Get on every freedom call that's available to you. I say get on all of them. Why? Because they're replays. They're everywhere and they can be found pretty much anywhere. So with all that being said, and not a whole lot being said, I thank you for the opportunity to share. We're going to arrange a question answer on another day, and it'll be given out somewhere in this week. I'll be doing a question and answer, and more than likely with a fellow wealth builder. I really want to pull in Brother Gregory McKay, the professor. You know, I just really love what he does with the opportunity and communicating this opportunity. Excuse me. I really love what he does with it. And so there'll be a date coming in a couple of days. And I thank you for allowing me to share with you in a way that I hope it was helpful, that I'm hopeful was beneficial, that I hope you found rewarding in this opportunity. If there are 1 or 2 questions that you may have, I'll attempt to take them now. Okay, I'll be looking for them, so just let me know. I'll be looking for them. Any questions? I know this is a delay here. Sister, Brother Jade, hey, so I'm like a happy belated birthday. What is the customer service number you mentioned? Thank you, brother. All right, stand by. Thank you for that reminder. I'm going to type it in the chat, but others can type it all as well because, you know, it moves fast. So Karatbars support is area code 1-224-829-0047. That's 1 area code 224-829-0047. And then you would hit option 2 for English speaking, for an English speaking representative. Okay. Any other questions? I'm seeing on the other platform. What does it say here? Oh, you want to see? Somebody wants to hear the lift off again. Okay. All right, here we go. Any other questions? All right, just remember, class is in session tomorrow at 8 a.m. And you're welcome to join me there on these pages that you're looking from right now. Oh, G-Man, what is sponsoring? Brother, that's me signing you up. So when you sign up with me, you still have the link. When you sign up, that means that I'm your sponsor. And sponsors has a very heavy connotation because the sponsor is one who guides you away from a crisis and into a new way of maintenance. So we want to take you from the broke side of money and put you on the other side of money. Not to say that you're broke. I'm just talking about collectively how the cash has no value. We show you how to grow the value of whatever you have with gold, and you control it from the comfort and the safety of your home. Okay? Any other questions? How do we get set up? How do we set up the dual system? Thank you, Sister Shaniqua. The dual system is set up as soon as you acquire a package. See, when you sign up affiliates or you sign up customers, they're all a part of your team. You're one person, so it's known as a uni level. Okay, all right. But what happens is when they you acquire a package, it doesn't change anything for them. It changes things for you. It accelerates your growth. So the dual system is the optional system that comes into play automatically when you acquire a package. See, when you have a package, it creates a left side and right side for you. The people already fall on that side for you, left and right anyway, because that's how the system is set up. But you only earn monthly, so that's once a month income, so it only shows or reflects as once. But when you acquire a package, now you're earning from both worlds of the opportunity. You have the same people that you've signed up under you, but now you develop a left and right side to earn multiple streams of income. So your dual system was automatically set up as soon as you acquired a package, okay, or is activated. Any other questions? Some of the leaders are on. They didn't get to see my little rocket launch. I'm getting little text messages. Okay, here's I'll play the rocket launch for you. Let me see if I can find it. I'm glad you liked it. And we'll be working on it, tweaking it, because we want to keep it as innovative and fresh as humanly possible, because we want people to have access to the opportunity. We really want it. We want to share with the world. Okay, there it is. I'm still looking for questions in the meantime. You're welcome, Sister Shaniqua. All right, you're welcome. Oh man, we crazy, y'all. We crazy. That was the lift off. Okay. Remember the instructions from Mr. Best. Okay. Hey, okay, Brother J, I'll hit you up immediately after the presentation. The packages range from 200 US to roughly 5,000, a little more than 5,000 US. They all do the same thing. They make you millionaires. Okay. So we'll get together immediately after. Go back and watch this, review it as much as you like, family. And gold does have eternal value. Mr. Dalco shared that. I want to get to the mindset, the questions that we have to ask ourselves in this opportunity. You know, we have to bust the stuff up. Remember, we're involved in a broken system. We're involved in a broken system, but we don't have to be broke right along with it. We don't have to be broke right along with it. 3 simple steps puts us in position to accomplish and grow a lifestyle of our dreams. Please do not take that for granted. Know that it's just a simple matter of saving in gold, telling a lot of people, you'll make a lot of money. Just respect the system. It'll work for you. You don't have to work for it. Okay? It is really, literally just that powerful. Get out of those comfort zones. Don't rely on the broken system of debt. My father said, poverty is punishment for a crime you did not commit. You're born into a system that was already like this, but it don't have to remain that way for you now because you know the way. Retrain the brain. That's what we do here. That's what the personal development is all about. That's what all the book reading is all about. That's what all these magnificent quotes are all about. Change the neural pathways in your brain and you'll change your life. Mr. Best gave us from Jim Rohn, success is the study of the obvious. Babe Ruth said, yesterday's home run cannot win today's game. Don't come today with all your war stories from yesterday, what you used to do, what I used to do in the stock market, what I used to do over here, what I used to do over there. You just broke today as you were then doing it. Success is voluntary and you deserve it. It's a choice. Make the choice. Get free. Any man can count the amount of seeds in an apple, but only God can count the amount of apples in a seed. If you don't believe that, just look at the punch 1 and 2, Tyrone Best and Mr. Michael L. Dalco. That should convince you of nothing else. Family, thank you so much. I've had as much fun being here as hopefully as you all had with me. And I pray that you found something worthy of his time. There will be a Q&A done in just a moment. Brother G-Man, I'll get back to you in a moment. And thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to share and be your brother and friend. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're on www.goldrocks.info. That is your fast track training platform. Be with us there so you know how to really accelerate this business. Namaste to you too, Sister Debbie. All right, family. www.goldrocks.info, www.goldrocks.info. This evening, 9 p.m. Eastern. Fast track training. Okay? We're going to give you everything you need. Peace and power. Forward.